It's axiomatic that if we didn't define ourselves for ourselves, we would be defined by others for their use and to our detriment. Audre Lorde.
I'm glad to be a part of an opportunity for women of color, Black women in particular, to express ourselves in our own words and tell people who we really are. And I think about it generationally, like how it will affect women that are older than us to hear us come into our own and speak this way in a sovereign way, and how it will affect the generation coming up behind us and them becoming more sovereign and more self-defined, like starting from a higher place of self-ownership than we started from. And hopefully we're starting a little better off than the generation before us. I feel like I get cast as the angry Black woman a lot, but I think a lot of us do. And I think it's impossible not to if you have ambition, are intelligent, and have goals that, you know, if you're a person that's not going to get thwarted off their path or display any kind of emotional or intellectual or mental reaction that's not what is convenient for whatever given community situation you find yourself in. You automatically get put there. The labels that I would choose for myself, wouldn't that be great if you could just put here's who I am and put that on your forehead instead of the things that people decide about you? If I could do that, I would let people know that I'm very intellectual, pretty emotional, real creative, but very tangential in a weird way. I just like to be on the front edge of all sorts of interesting information. I like growth. I'm always looking for the next development. So I'm truly a progressive in that way. And I enjoy learning, and I enjoy exploring and taking in the world. And I think I'm really an explorer and an adventurer. The divine feminine, especially at this time in where we're at as a planet, is about women coming into their own. And it feels like nothing's happening a lot of the time. It feels like we're going backwards. There's a lot of mixed signals, but I think overall, for what we've come through in the last 2,000 years of dominating patriarchal world religions, we are starting to get a little space, and we're getting space inside ourselves. And more women are defining themselves beyond the commercial hetero beauty normative and looking at themselves and looking at each other and seeing beauty again. I think the divine feminine is a lot about women's ability to see beauty in one another in terms of not feeling competitive all the time. There's something in humans that competes, and for women, beauty is a competitive sport, if you will. But more and more, I think that we're coming to peace with ourselves and making space for ourselves and owning our sensuality, owning our sexuality, owning our intellect, owning our emotions, kind of looking at what causes us our emotions, what sociological factors make me think that my life's supposed to look like this or my life's supposed to look like that, but who am I really? So for me, the divine feminine is shining a light within and learning who I am from the inside out, as opposed to what's been imposed upon me, and seeing more and more women do the same. I want the world to see me as I really am, for all of my vulnerability, for all of my beauty, for all of my intelligence, it simplifies it to say as a human being, because what does that really mean to each of us? We all have a connection to whatever divinity we know ourselves to be, but we also feel lost a lot of times. And I guess, so with empathy and compassion, I think that that's how I would like the world to see me, so that I can reflect that back, because we're all on such interesting journeys, and we need to profoundly respect one another and treat each other with a little more tenderness.
Hi, my name is Ijamadi Ihanacha. I'm a fine art photographer and creator of the reImagining. Thank you so much for taking a moment to understand why this project is so important to us. Please help us make this historic project possible. 100% of your donation will go towards the creation of this exhibit. Visit us at idxstudios.com for more information on how you can help the reImagining.